Welcome to today's Marketplace. I'm Elizabeth Hart at the NASDAQ. Today we're joined by Daniel O'Connell, CEO of Acumen Pharmaceuticals, and Dr. Jessica Clark, Dean of the College of Nursing at Creighton University. Welcome. It's wonderful to have you both here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
So we're going to talk a little bit about Alzheimer's. It's incredible because it feels like nearly everybody has been impacted by this disease in some way, shape, or form. Jessica, what are the current numbers? Are the rates still going up?
They are, unfortunately. So in the U.S. today, we have over 6 million people diagnosed with active Alzheimer's, and worldwide about 55 million.
Okay, so we're talking millions of people. This is a significant health investment when you're talking about those kinds of numbers. What is the economic impact of Alzheimer's disease?
Yeah, again, great. Insurmountable times. I would say right now we know with the treatment and also long-term care costs associated with Alzheimer's, it's about $360 billion.
Whoa.
So very significant, although I'll tell you, Elizabeth, the impact really is really hard to measure, because if you look at the amount of time investment, productivity loss with people that are caregiving for those individuals, we know that we just can't quantify that amount of money.
Yeah, and very hard and stressful on them as well, as it sometimes leads to health issues for the caretakers.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Daniel, I understand Acumen Pharmaceuticals is singularly focused on development of therapies for Alzheimer's disease. Is that correct?
That's right, Elizabeth. Acumen is focused on targeted therapies for people living with Alzheimer's disease. We're advancing sabirnetug, which is a monoclonal antibody that was designed and developed to target toxic A-beta oligomers, which is a distinct target in the disease pathology. We read positive results from our phase 1 study, which demonstrated a safety profile, which we find attractive, target engagement, and moved the biomarkers. So for a short duration study, we actually saw pharmacodynamic effects for this monoclonal. We are now advancing it in a fairly sizable phase 2 study involving 540 patients in the US, North America, and Europe, and are excited to be completing the enrollment for that study in the first half of this year.
Okay, that's great. I want to go back for just a moment. Did you say oligomers? What are those?
Great question. So oligomers are aggregated proteins of amyloid beta, which is a naturally occurring peptide that's produced in rapid rates. In Alzheimer's disease, they accumulate over time, and they take a variety of different forms. Over a decade of research has shown that A-beta oligomers, soluble A-beta oligomers, have distinct properties that are neurotoxic and really are early triggers and persistent drivers of neurodegeneration.
Do we know what causes that buildup?
We don't precisely know what causes that buildup. We do know the consequences, which are disruption of neuronal signals or circuits, an induction of other protein aggregates such as tau, and other neurodegenerative processes that lead to the frank occurrence of Alzheimer's.
Okay, so that's what leads to the symptoms that we see ultimately. So tell me where you are with your research.
Sure. So we reported positive results for sabirnetug in phase 1, and that was an exclusively patient-based phase 1 study. So we were able to obtain really important information around the safety profile, which is a concern for some of these first-generation agents, as well as validated the target of oligomers. So sabirnetug was discovered and developed to really address these particular form of A-beta, which is actually distinct from the plaques that we hear about. The target engagement was robust, and as I mentioned before, the biomarker effects, including a reduction of amyloid as measured by amyloid PET and in cerebrospinal fluid, were reduced with just 3 administrations of the drug. So now we're running a larger study that will be an 18-month study involving upwards of 540 patients, and we'll be looking to demonstrate clinical effects as well as inform the safety profile, and continue to have, I think, the biomarker research in the field broadly is something that's going to further enable better diagnosis and treatment of patients as we better identify which patients are most amenable to one or other products in the clinic.
Okay, so congratulations on your success so far, and good luck with that next phase. Jessica, I understand Creighton University and Common Spirit Health have a partnership, and they actually mentor your students in the medical program, and they also are research collaborators. How's that working out?
Yeah, it's going well. It's great to have that academic partnership. Creighton University is really known for creating healthcare professionals, from our medicine programs to nursing to rehab sciences like OT and PT. We're really working hard in the classroom and collaborating with Common Spirit. They're a great health system with over 2,200 clinical sites.
Wow.
over 24 states. And so what's great is that when you're working with students in the classroom, you get that theory, right? That book, if you will, learning. But we really are looking for opportunities in the clinical setting to start applying those skills. And so when we look at great research that's coming out, like with Acumen Pharmaceuticals, what we're able to do is work in the field with those researchers, and our students are getting hands-on experiences, which means that when they come out in the workforce, they're going to be able to provide the best standard of care for our patients.
Yes, it is so exciting to know that our next generation of medical professionals are going to be equipped to deal with all this. And it is so exciting to see new approaches being researched to help, find improvements for those living with Alzheimer's disease. Thank you so much for your time and your insights today.
Thank you.
Thank you.